I'm here with Matt Billings, who's just listed this beautiful property in La Chapelle with snow only, and we're just going to find out a little bit more about the property and a little bit of insight from Matt himself. So, Matt, when did you buy it?
So we've been here since 2010, October 2010. We flew out here with the family, sold everything in the UK, and headed out here. Not really knowing an awful lot about the area.
Sure.
Having done the research on the internet, and from that we just identified the area. The ski area's got a massive amount of skiing, massive amount of hiking, loads of biking opportunities, and just opportunities to have fun when we're out here. Just packed up the family and headed out.
So was the summer important to you as well as the winter?
We were looking for something that gave us 2 seasons. So we wanted some downtime outside of the ski season and the summer season. But important for us was the summer season as well.
Sure.
Didn't need to be huge, but we were looking for something that gave us a top up on the income that we generated in the winter.
Yeah, sure.
That was the key thing.
And tell us a little bit about the chalet itself, because this one is split in two, right?
That's right. So what we've got here, we've got roughly 1,500 square metres of land on a corner location, which is pretty good. So it feels a lot more spacious. We've got 2 chalets. So we've got one chalet that's 4 beds, about 110 square metres. And then the guest chalet that we use for all our clients is about 150 plus square metres. 5 bedrooms, 5 big double bedrooms, and then very open plan, very light and airy sort of feel. And it allows us to operate on a split basis. So we can live our life in our smaller chalet, and then in the guest chalet we can operate there as well.
And you run that currently as a B&B?
So we run it in the summer as a B&B. Or we might offer meals to people in the evenings if we've got big groups, and we sell the meals on an individual basis. And then in the winter, it's a fully catered chalet. So it's the whole hog in the winter.
Perfect. So obviously you've lived here for how many years?
So we're coming up to our 9th season now.
Your 9th season, so you're obviously well in tune with what's going on. Can you give us a little bit of insight about the area, kind of maybe some things that people don't know about?
Can do. So we're in the Port du Soleil, which is the resort. The resort's broken down into 13 villages. Some of those are in France, and some of those are in Switzerland.
Nice. So you can ski the whole area, France to Switzerland, Switzerland back.
Absolutely, pretty much passport free. You just need a little bit of ID sometimes, but generally you can ski freely. So where we're standing now, we're about a mile from Switzerland, and we're standing in France. So any skiing from here would start either La Chapelle or in Châtel. And from there it's a quick hop, 2 lifts to Avoriaz. I think it's 4 lifts maybe to Morzine. Switzerland, 1.5 lifts, a little bit of skiing. And it's all very, very close. But there's 650 kilometres of skiing. Massive amount. Massive amount.
So from the chalet though, your access to the skiing is how far? We've
got a lift. I don't know if you can see that. You might not be able to see the cables behind us, but we've got a lift that's 2 minutes by minibus. That's the closest lift. There's a little ski area in La Chapelle itself, about 30 kilometres of skiing, and that is probably 3-4 minutes by minibus. And then if you want to go a little bit further, there's a choice of I think 8 departure points within the vicinity. So 8 lifts that you can go to, all going into different areas of the Port du Soleil, offering different types of skiing. Varied skiing, some tree lines, some high altitude, some wide open runs, some narrow runs, just the whole shooting match all around here.
And being a bit of a local here, how have you kind of settled as a family? Because I assume schooling's important, hospital's obviously very important. How's that kind of work for you?
Well, schooling is important. I've got 3 kids, so of fairly young age, so we're looking for primary schools. Just literally 2 minutes down the road in the centre of La Chapelle, there's a brand new primary school. It's been built for the last couple of years. It's got all the modern resources, much better than the school that was here before, which was an older Victorian school, very few resources. And then the college for the older children from about 11 years old is a 10-minute bus ride in the mornings.
So assuming your kids now speak French?
My kids are fluent. sometimes annoyingly.
Yeah.
But they're good for translation if they can be bothered to help you.
Yeah.
But they're fully conversant in French, and they get mistaken for being French.
Yeah.
They have the accent, and they can fully converse with the locals.
Yeah. So, who do you think? What would be a typical buyer for this type of property?
There's several people that I would say. So probably like-minded people. Somebody, a family that are looking to come and run a catered chalet.
Yeah.
They're looking at they want the separation of family life and business life.
Yeah.
Because it more than offers that.
Because we're only how far from Geneva?
Geneva's about an hour and a half. Probably the closest, one of the closest resorts to Geneva.
Yeah.
It's straight along the lake and then up into the mountains. There's a couple of transfer companies that will help out.
Yeah.
We work closely with Magic Transfers who bring our clients to the chalet. Generally an hour and a half, and the clients are here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, any other little bits before we sign off?
I guess it's about that kind of work-life balance. That's what's been really important to us.
Yeah.
We've got a young family, so to us it's about earning enough money in the winter to then generate the ability to do stuff outside of that.
Yeah.
So whether it's we're going to Lake Geneva and swimming in the lake, and lying on the beach down there, or whether we're going off mountain biking for the day. Yeah. I think there's lots of little gems around here, lots of walks that you can do with the family, places to go with the family, get the family involved in skiing, get them involved in hiking, get them involved in all the biking. Yeah. It's good fun, and if you find that if you get the balance right, then it's a good life.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
You're welcome.
The chalet is on the website. I'll provide links, and hopefully we'll find someone suitable.